So last night I popped this boric acid pill into my pussy.
What is that?
Okay, so basically...
Random Thoughts by Kimmy.
Stop. A boric acid pill.
Yes. So my friend actually introduced me to these pills. They like clear you out, right? If you are like stressed and you have like pH balance and something, clear it out. So basically what it does is that like it creates a lot of drip.
What is happening? No.
It creates a lot of drip. And
Dear
so
God,
like when you wake up in a puddle, basically.
Were you sleeping on a shower curtain?
I mean, shit, I might as well have been, but it was good. I mean, I think I'm gonna start doing it. It really freshens things up and then like, you know, gets everything good.
Welcome to Secrets of a Sugar Daddy. Here's your host, Marcus.
Welcome to another episode of Secrets of a Sugar Daddy, the #1 sugar dating podcast in the entire world.
In the universe. And beyond.
Where we pull back the curtains and expose the good, the bad, and Lily. The absolutely shocking stories of sugar dating.
Sugar daddies and sugar dating.
That's right. How are you today?
They're both shocking. I am walking on sunshine still.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a zippity-doo-dah day.
It's a beautiful day, even though we are, we try not to get too specific, so these podcasts are timeless. But I tell you what, if you haven't experienced a winter in Arizona, you're missing out.
It's lovely.
It is a lovely time to be here. Of course, we don't have snow here, so you're not going to get a white Christmas, but, we can always go north. We really want that.
Yep.
All right. So we are still waiting on Kimmy to be here. I have a bet that she's not going to make it. Lily thinks she will.
I feel like she'll come in clutch about halfway through.
Yeah, she's running late, having some furniture moved to her house or something. I don't know, or assembled. I don't know. Always something going on.
She's in a new spot, as she would say, and she's really having a great time decorating.
You know, it's interesting. Even though she's not here, we're going to talk about her. She's kind of laying low right now. She had all these guys after her, and she deleted her profile off the site. And I think it was just wearing her a little too thin. Mm-hmm. And she's just kind of taking a nice break, finding herself again.
Yep. Focusing on other things. Yeah. Putting some energy into self-care and nesting in her new spot.
The site can wear you out.
Oh, absolutely.
Sugar dating can absolutely wear you out. Lily has been through trying to find her person. Now, Lily is, have you found your person?
I don't know.
It's
possible.
He sure is forcing a lot of things on you, like marriage, rings, gave you a credit card.
Yeah, I call us the tortoise and the hare, and I am the tortoise because I'm the practical girl who likes to take things slowly. My guy, who probably wouldn't want me calling him a sugar daddy because he is more into traditional dating. Despite the fact that we met on Seeking, he did not like that site. He was really not enjoying it. And he's just real happy and real lucky, he says, that he found me right away so he could get the hell off of there.
I bet a lot of guys have that dream of signing up, finding the right person, and getting the hell off. It's not for everyone.
Yeah. So I was talking to one of my former guys that was just a very brief thing for maybe just a couple weeks. And we caught up this morning and he's like, I am not really having luck on this site or on any sites. And he's like, it's so weird because I met you. You're the first person I met off Seeking. We really hit it off. We had fun. Then you decided to sign up for monogamy with this other guy. And he's like, I was optimistic that site was just going to be full of lilies, but it is not full of lilies.
No, there's only one Lily.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I wish I could clone myself.
Yeah. you still doing, you haven't done a vibe in a while, have you?
No, I honestly am really not on the site hardly at all. I check it now and then just in case there's something I could mention here on this podcast, but I am just dating the one guy, and so I'm not really entertaining anything off the site.
For our new listeners, what a vibe is, it's kind of like a story that you would do like on Instagram or Facebook, and you can film yourself a short little video or just a photo, and it gives men more of a sense of who you are and your personality, because obviously looking at a profile and looking at pictures, reading the description, you can get a sense, but when you see them live on a video, it brings so much more into whether you want to meet that person or not. Ultimately, that's what it is.
I agree. There was a guy I never would have met that was on one of our previous podcasts, and he had messaged me and we bantered back and forth, but I really wasn't intending to meet him until I saw his vibe, and I was like, whoa, you know what? That guy that was messaging me is really a cool dude.
So you're talking about Jack?
I'm talking about Jack.
Yeah. So we had him on a few episodes ago. If you guys didn't hear that one, catch it. I think it was like number 69 or 68.
68.
Yeah.
Episode 68.
That was a really good, that was a very interesting episode. I actually have re-listened to that multiple times, and people have given me lots of good feedback on that episode.
I've had some good feedback too. Dr. Charles really enjoyed that episode. He's like, yeah, I need to be more like Jack.
Yeah, Jack was a great character. We're definitely going to have to revisit him and
he said he'll come back.
Yeah.
So I'm not on Seeking very much, but there was a guy that I was messaging back and forth, and we never met. But when I do check it, oh, look who's coming. Here comes our girl. He had sent me a meme, and I thought it was funny. It says, the word daddy has been so sexualized that my kids are going to have to call me bruh or some shit. Bruh. Don't call me daddy.
Right? Maybe his kids will start calling him dad instead.
Yeah, or papa. How about papa?
You could do that. I've had a
Daddy-o.
I had a Latina girl call me Poppy once.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, Poppy. And guess who? And welcome Kimmy, who just
playing with tools?
Who just slid in here. You're looking very tube topish.
What are you trying to say? Are they not in?
They're in.
They're in. Yeah. No, you look good.
For the most part.
So we hear that you're meeting someone after the podcast.
Yes, I am meeting somebody after the podcast. So as you know, and I don't know if our listeners do, I got off, the listeners know I got off Seeking, but the update is I actually cut out like every guy I was seeing. So I've been celibate now for like over a month. And this is just a person who reached out to me via Instagram, a listener, and just wanted to meet with me. And so that's what I'm going to do after this.
You go have lunch?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You look gorgeous.
Should Lily and I go have lunch there and spy on you?
Please do. Honestly, he would probably love that.
Well, no, you
know.
can't.
He wouldn't know who you
don't
guys
tell him
are.
who we are. We're just going to be
Yeah,
random
can
people.
you actually?
No, actually, I have commitments, but
Damn
I would have. That would have been fun.
What do you have going on? Don't act all important.
I got a day at the country club
Oh, whatever.
with my golf boys.
Silly.
Your daughter's not as important.
I've got a big member tournament coming up. I got to
whatever.
get my game in shape.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you guys up to right now?
Well, we were talking about you earlier, actually, and that exact subject came up that you have been taking some time for yourself, and just, it's been interesting.
Talked about you having a new spot and you're nesting and making it all decorated and cozy.
I am nesting.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to leave. I say that as I'm like 1 week into my year lease, but I just know it's going to be really hard if I like want to move out of there. And like, it's so easy living in an apartment. Sometimes you don't have to deal with all the house bullshit. And I don't know if I'm ready for that, but it's not like I have any other bullshit to deal with. So it might as well be a house.
I mean, you see what all the maintenance it just takes for me on my little place.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy.
And my sugar daddy, who doesn't want to be called sugar daddy, he just this week had to get his garage door fixed, his hot tub fixed, If it's not one thing, it's another.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Lily, you're really making me want to get a tan. Like,
Yeah.
so bad.
So Lily's sugar daddy, what are we calling him?
Fiance.
Is it fiance?
Oh, no, he is not. Come on.
I think I saw a
Because of the
text.
ring?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
because of that big ring.
So Lily's wearing a ring that's encrusted with diamonds, and then it's got a big, huge diamond in the center. That is a beautiful ring.
It's a promise ring.
I wish you guys could see that. That's
gosh.
nicer than 99% of
Nicest
wedding
promise ring
rings.
I've ever seen.
right.
It is gorgeous. It really is.
Yeah.
Well, let's just call him my guy. Let's call him my boyfriend,
Okay.
for lack of a better term.
All right.
All right.
That's what he is. He has a tanning machine. He says, I'm very vain. He's had a facelift already. He has a tanning machine. He tans almost every day.
He says he is vain.
Yeah.
What does vain mean? I mean, I kind of know.
Like you care very much about your looks and appearance.
Oh, shit. Then I should probably put that on my list of things.
You're so vain.
I'm
Probably
very
think
vain.
this song is about you. You're
I would
so
think that.
vain.
I would think that too.
This is why we're
She
not
doesn't even know that song.
Yes, I
pursuing
do.
a
Oh, you do
career
know that
as
song?
singers.
I've heard you guys sing it to me a few times. This is not the first.
So you were telling us about your guy. He's 90 miles an hour. You're 45
yeah,
miles an hour.
something like that.
He's trying to rush into things,
Yeah.
and you're just.
Yeah,
I would say I'm like
He's-
83 miles an hour.
He wants to marry me like before he even met me. Really?
That's a little extreme.
Yeah.
I don't have words, but
I
yeah.
know. Yeah.
It's okay.
At the same time, I would want to marry you.
Aw.
But you know her now.
Yes, I've known her for a long time now. So I.
Oh yeah, a
believe
whole
that.
6 months.
So now she's. I guess that's so true. A
You know,
whole
it
6 months.
seems longer than
It
that.
seems like
though.
I've known you guys forever.
I just grow on people like a fungus.
Yeah.
Oh God. So last night I popped this boric acid pill into my pussy.
What is that?
Okay, so basically,
Random Thoughts by Kimmy.
Stop. A boric acid
pill.
pill.
Yes. So my friend actually introduced me to these pills. They like clear you out, right? If you are like stressed and you have like pH balance and something, clear it out. So basically what it does is that like it creates a lot of drip.
What is happening? No.
It creates a lot of drip. And
Dear
so
God,
like when you
no.
wake up in a puddle, basically.
Were you sleeping on a shower curtain?
I mean, shit, I might as well have been, but it was good. I mean, I think I'm gonna start doing it. It really freshens things up and then like, you know, gets everything good.
Was that in anticipation of today's date?
No. I think last night I just couldn't sleep. It was like 3:30 or 4 and I just couldn't sleep. And so when I can't sleep, I usually just take a really long time doing my nighttime routine. So I'll put on a bunch of oils on my face. I'll do face mask. I'll like take a bath. I'll like do a ton of stuff that like maybe I might rush on a, you know, on a normal night. And so one of the things I wanted to do was pop one of those.
I just want to know, did you do any research on the
Yes.
safety?
Wait, I'm not. Well, okay. I've seen it on TikTok. That's
Okay.
That's just as about.
There you go.
Okay. Have you guys ever cleared yourselves of parasites?
You've
Taking dewormer? Like, have you ever dewormed yourself?
No.
never been in
And don't-
position to
So,
explore that.
okay.
Oh,
So
God.
I've been seeing this thing on TikTok for like the last year and a half where people
Mm-hmm.
take dog dewormer. Like, they literally will take dog dewormer and they see parasites in their shit. Like, everyone. Like big worms.
Well,
like,
did you do it?
No, but I bought it one time because I was gonna do it, but I was with my ex and I was scared that like worms would just be coming out of me. So I didn't want to do it because I was afraid. But now that I'm all single and not, you know, no one's seeing my coochie but me and fucking, well, I guess a lot of people on the internet, but
You still do an
Okay, so
OnlyFans.
the one guy wanted to watch you take a dump, remember?
yes.
Could you do
No,
the dewormer and then
no.
what if
no.
he gave you $10,000?
Yes.
Okay.
See,
So put that out there.
everybody has a price.
Yep.
Put it out there.
$10,000?
Yeah.
All right, so
Might as well.
I don't really want to go back to this, but I have questions. what brought this up about worms in your?
I saw a video on TikTok literally yesterday. This Persian girl in LA, she was like, I kept seeing it on my For You page, and people feel so good after they have cleansed themselves of parasites. Like they feel wonderful, and they have all these like great things that they talk about. And like also the parasites make you hungry for like sugar and stuff. And so people have talked about how when they like clear themselves of parasites, like they don't have these weird cravings anymore. And like they're able to make better, like they feel lighter, they feel better, like their gut feels better. It helps them in a lot of ways. So.
Now there are a lot of beneficial living organisms in our bodies that has been proven. So how does this not kill everything?
You know, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
Let me get back to you after your TikTok search.
Can you try to find a gastroenterologist to date while you're Kimmy in the wild?
I don't even know how to say
I have no idea what the fuck that is. I mean, I'm assuming it has something to do with the stomach, but I don't know where to find one. I have it.
It's a digestion expert.
He definitely would know how to rearrange some guts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Well, I have some exciting news for you, lady.
What's up?
So remember how we're going on yet another vacation to San Diego this time?
Oh gosh, I'm so excited. My last vacation with Lily was one of the best vacations I have ever had. It was so fucking entertaining. Like I'm just so, I mean, I'm sure it'll be a little different this time, but dear God, like
you two are entertaining individually, but putting you together, yeah.
Goodness.
It
was crazy.
Is the city ready for this?
Nope.
I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we're going with my boyfriend to San Diego, and he has a condo there and he has a sailboat.
I'm so excited.
And so he and I are coming back a couple days earlier than Kimmy's coming back. And so I was like, what are you going to do? Where are you going to stay for the last 2 days? So we messaged yesterday, Dr. Charles, and asked could she stay at his spot in San Diego for the last 2 days she's there. And he said yes.
Aw, so sweet. I didn't know.
Yeah. Because it was on my phone. So I got the message and he said absolutely. And we offered for him, he wanted to get together with us and go to dinner. And so I ran it by my boyfriend. He's like, yeah, that would be totally cool. And he offered to take us to dinner. And he wasn't sure if he can go sailing with us or not, depending on his surgery schedule that week that we're there. But he said, what I usually do, he said, I have a yacht and I usually hire a skipper or a captain, or I don't know. I see if my guy's free. And he goes, I will take you guys on a yacht tour to, let me look it up. It sounded fun. He said.
So just a refresher, Dr. Charles is a big fan of the show, and he's been on here a couple times, and he's a plastic surgeon out of San Diego that we enjoy conversing with about sugar dating
real quick?
topics.
Do you know who just walked by?
No. Who was that?
Who was that?
My husband's business partner.
It
Really?
was?
Yeah.
The guy with the dog?
Yeah.
The blonde?
No, that guy. He wasn't blonde.
Oh, the dog was blonde.
Yeah.
The
Was
dog
he
was
looking in
blonde.
here?
Yeah.
I'm blonde. That's funny.
So
That's him right there? Oh, yeah. The dog is blonde. He is not.
I don't think he recognized you.
He just crossed the street.
Just for reference, this guy, is this the same guy that's really kind of been hitting on you a little bit?
I kind of, but like, God, that's so weird because my car's right there.
Yeah. Interesting. It's a small community.
Oh,
apparently.
God.
Yeah. He got a card too. Did you see he got a card off the door?
He did?
Yeah. I heard it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think he did. Okay.
Maybe he wants to start a podcast.
Charles says, I can ask my captain if he's available and we can take the boat from downtown to Coronado, have dinner there, and check out the Hotel del Coronado.
Which is a fantastic historic hotel everyone must see.
He says it's gorgeous at Christmas and it's right on the water and they have an ice skating rink. And I said, that sounds wonderful.
They have an ice skating rink at Hotel Coronado?
That's what he says.
Wow.
And so I said, just do me a favor. Don't bring up the podcast because I haven't told my boyfriend about the podcast. And this is why. He already was not a big fan of Seeking. And when I've mentioned the podcast to past guys I've dated, it's been problematic. Because then they go back and listen and they hear about my exploits and whatnot. And then I get judged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you had the same problem, Kimmy?
The only problem I ever had with the podcast was like kind of, not really. Like I've never really been judged because at this point, like people kind of just expect random shit from me. So like it's like, what is there to
and
judge?
you deliver.
Although I will probably get judged for that. I'm looking forward to hearing what is to come of that. Cause what?
And she's pointing towards the guy that walked by.
I didn't even notice if he stared at you. I didn't think he did.
I don't. It's very hard. There's a lot of glare on the window. I don't think he saw who you were.
But
Kimmy's a little bit freaked out
I'm
now.
a little bit weirded out. I'm just like, oh God. Because there are some stories about them on this podcast.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right. He didn't look in to that much.
And there's no way he would know what podcast is. Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's
I
just
guess
a
he
big-
would.
Maybe the big sign above us that
I
says Secrets of a
forgot we
Sugar
have
Daddy.
this fancy graphic over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case we ever want a video. I don't know. Although that won't be happening.
I can't video. Thank you
No.
very much.
Anyways, so yeah, I haven't really had any problems besides there was this one guy. I don't even want to talk about it because every single time I mention him on the podcast, he harasses me. So I'm not even.
I
gonna-
already know who you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
We'll just skip it.
Yep.
All right. So you're all set up for San Diego.
Yeah.
Well, I'd really like to go on
Yeah.
that trip with you guys.
So here's the thing. So my guy and I are flying private because we're taking the dogs. And then Lil Miss Thing over here is joining us a couple days later. And he paid for her flight too.
It was very sweet of him.
He thinks of you as his daughter.
I would hope so because
Yeah.
I would like him to be my dad.
Mm-hmm. I actually met her guy. We all went out to dinner.
That's right.
That was very interesting.
It was.
We got along great though.
He's very friendly.
Yeah, I talked sports with him and
Yeah.
cars. He loved the Lambo.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he had his Porsche, which was very nice.
It's a sexy car.
Yeah, so we had a lot to talk about. It was fun.
Cars and sports and whatnot. Golf.
Yeah, golf
You
too.
guys
Yeah,
both love golf.
That's right.
He's not a gambler though.
I don't gamble.
No?
I play games of skill.
Oh, whatever. Get out of here.
I was like, is
Hey.
that a secret? The poker is a secret.
Poker is a game of skill, and I'll tell you why. There are 0 professional roulette players. There are 0 professional slot players. There are 0 professional craps players. There are thousands and thousands of professional poker players. Why? Because they have an advantage over the people that aren't as skilled. Is there luck involved? Yes, but over time, skill overcomes luck.
True that.
There you go. So I tried to explain that to my ex-wife. She looked at me
I'm sure that she
the
looked at you.
same way you guys are looking at
She's
me.
like, you're just blowing fucking money.
She's like, it's still gambling. Well, that's where we don't see eye to eye.
I mean, if you can just consistently win big, that's all I ask.
Yeah, that's all you ask. Well, that's difficult as I play tournaments, and you got to get really lucky in tournaments. But I enjoy those because there's a beginning and an end, and sometimes there's a big reward.
Oh,
at the
you're
end of the
pretty
rainbow.
devoted to that World Series of Poker.
Well, yeah, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Obviously.
Gets me going. And you know what? The great thing is that like I've literally played poker with very, very famous people. One day I was sitting next to Nelly. I didn't even know who he was.
Who the fuck is Nelly?
It's getting hot in here.
So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. I'm
You
going
know,
to take
Nelly.
my clothes off.
And this was back in 2010, 11 when that song first came out. So he was big. I mean, he's still big now. I've sat there and played right next to Jerry Buss.
And Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, Captain Jack Sparrow. But Jerry Buss owned the Los Angeles Lakers. He was the owner.
Whoa.
And he was sitting right next to me, and I had a fun little conversation with him, and we were just pals
That's
while we were
awesome.
sitting there. I mean, it's really cool. And, you can play next to a local plumber. Anybody can sit down and play poker, so it's a lot of fun.
Remember
You just
when you
never
went
know.
to a poker tournament with one of my ex-sugar daddy's kids or something?
What?
Remember you went to that car dealership and played poker?
Oh, private game.
And they had
Yeah.
what were they? Massaging girls walking around,
Yeah,
scantily clad. And,
allegedly.
Okay. Allegedly.
Allegedly, there's different things that go on in private poker games. We call those home games. Those can be fun.
I'm sure.
If you've ever watched Anyway, there was a skier. She was an Olympic skier.
Okay.
And her name will come to me in a second. Anyway, she had a bad accident. She couldn't ski any longer and compete.
Okay.
So she started working private poker games like in LA and New York and stuff. And then she started her own and made literally like millions and millions of dollars hosting private poker games.
Okay.
Have you seen that movie?
What movie?
Oh my God. The one I just explained.
Is it a true story?
Yeah, it's absolutely a true story.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't
I'll
seen
look it up.
I have not seen it.
You're listening to Secrets of a Sugar Daddy.
Hey, thanks for listening so far, and we've got a lot of good stuff still ahead. But I need to take just a minute. I have a friend, Maria Scaptura. She is a PhD student at Virginia Tech, and she's doing some research on sugar dating. And she needs to talk to some sugar daddies and some sugar babies, but mainly we are seeking input from sugar daddies, and she wants to hear your experiences and your pathway into this. Hey, now it's completely anonymous, it's unrecorded, and it's a lot of fun. I did it, and you will really help us out if you give your thoughts and opinions on sugar dating. So go to the website, secretsofasugardaddy.com. Click on the ad. There's a quick survey, or you can email her at scaptura@vt.edu, and that's spelled SCAPTURA @vt.edu. All right, back to the show.
You're listening to Secrets of a Sugar Daddy. Have a comment or want to be on the show? Okay. Find us at secretsofasugardaddy.com. Now back to the show with your host, Marcus.
What else is new, Kimmy girl?
That's a great question. I got my mom a ticket, my real mom, a ticket to come out to see me.
When's she coming?
Beginning of January, and she's bringing my little puppy, and so Icy is gonna live with me full time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So then I'm gonna be a dog mom. Also, I was driving to Trader Joe's. Or
Molly's game. Sorry, it was Molly's game.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I've
Molly's
never watched
game,
it.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Okay.
check it out.
It was driving me crazy.
I think I'm gonna stay celibate for a while.
Okay.
Do you still have your walking partner in the mornings?
I don't know that after I told him I wasn't gonna sleep with him, I think that he
But
decided,
he told you he wasn't interested in sleeping with you.
I don't think he said that.
I thought you said that he just said, "Look, I'm just interested in being a friend."
I don't think that's
No?
no. I think that
Oh,
he,
okay.
if anything, he said he's not interested in anything serious in his life right now. And I'm like, that's not what I want either, but I don't want anything. Like, I'm not looking,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like, I don't really have much of a sex drive.
Why is that?
I think it's because I like have to touch myself all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. for your content.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So maybe that's something. I don't know.
All right. Well,
Oh, also my cousin's coming to town tomorrow.
yeah.
I'm really
My
excited.
favorite one?
Wait, the one
Yes.
that you
Yay.
FaceTime all the time?
Yep.
What are you guys going to do?
Well, she's here with her boyfriend. She's going to stay at my Airbnb, and then, yeah, we're just going to hang out and have a good time.
I want to go out with you guys.
Oh yeah, that'd be so fun. You should.
I want to meet her in person. I've had many a conversation with her on FaceTime.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be great. But like, she also, she's only here for 2 days, and she's an Aries.
Same. Surrounded by the Aries.
I love that all my friends are Aries. It's so fun.
Interesting that that's who you tend to hang around with.
Yeah, I tend to
If
date,
there's really anything to that.
There is.
I tend to really like Scorpios, like romantically, but then like they're always bad for me. And the best people in my life are Aries.
Here's a fun fact. My boyfriend is a Scorpio, and he is birthday twins with my ex-husband.
And with my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. Isn't that
Ooh,
weird?
That is weird.
It's like
Super.
a Bermuda Triangle of scorpions.
That is weird.
Oh God! It's like the east. It's like the other side of the golf course.
And here it is when I met Kimmy. She tells me her birthday, and we got along fabulously, and it's my mother's birthday.
And you
Aw.
got along great with your mom too,
Well,
right?
of course, my mom was my best friend.
Yeah.
You know, she was the best. So
It's so cute. I
it
love
is very
it.
cute. All right, I have a couple of letters here from readers I want to get to. We haven't touched on any in a while, and I want to throw these a couple at you guys. All right, this one's from Hallie. It says, hello, I just started your podcast with my best friend and we love it. It's nice to hear other sugar stories. We are both sugar babies and have been extremely successful. We would love to share some of our hilarious stories. We refer to a part of our life as non-profit sugaring because sometimes we get such characters we just can't accept money and we instead give advice to these men. We would love to chat.
That's going to be fun. So they want to come on the podcast?
Yeah. And you guys have had some
nonprofit
sugaring,
oh,
right?
Heck yeah. For sure.
Definitely
meet some
nonprofit.
I have taken many a potential sugar daddy under my wing and advised him on do's and don'ts. And I think sometimes they listen and sometimes they don't.
Here's a funny one from Jason. He says, hi, I just found your site and podcast and find it fascinating. Is Kimmy still in Phoenix? If so, I'd love to meet her. I'm 39 and work for a tech startup leading a vertical organization. So there you go, Kimmy.
Well, he knows where to find her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True that.
Okay, here's one that it's a little sensitive, but it's a good subject. This is from Peter. Hello, Secrets of a Sugar Daddy crew. Could you do an episode or have a conversation around sexual safety when in an open, non-monogamous, or casual arrangement, and what you have found to be the etiquette on this topic? The sugar baby that I'm currently in an arrangement with is very strict about STD tests before engaging in anything intimate with her partners, which I am okay with as I share her view on this, but it's been a good reminder for me to make sure I'm doing this with anyone I am intimate with. Otherwise, why test at all? And learning to navigate that conversation up front. She has also shared that she has had men who are in a hurry or not interested because of this requirement or try to negotiate away from it. And now I've also kind of settled in on the idea that I plan to bring this up with anyone I'm interested in being intimate with going forward. Not trying to be paranoid, but I have had enough things go wrong in my life without adding STDs to the list of things I need to deal with. Like you have discussed many times, my favorite part about sugar dating, even though I'm new, is the honest and open communication that seems to be front-loaded compared to other relationships I've been in where many assumptions are made. Please keep up the good work, as I don't believe I would have landed in a successful arrangement without some of your discussions. There you go. Thoughts?
Well, Lily's been STD tested on a date.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
That was funny. Personally, I think I need to start doing that. I mean, I'm celibate now, yes, but yeah, I think it's very important to do that. And I would recommend that you do. The etiquette, I would say regularly, is that most people don't. Like, most people don't care. A lot of the guys I've been with, like, it's almost rare that somebody will suggest a condom. Very rare.
Really?
No one wants to.
Oh, the guys don't want to.
Yeah,
No.
ever.
It's, you know what? It's usually up to the girl to say something. Because
Exactly.
honestly, for me, once I put that on, it deadens everything, and I have a hard time even staying aroused. It's
Yeah.
tough because it's just really tight, and I can't seem to find a condom that works best. But
Yeah.
I do understand the concerns.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, but like at the same time, I'm like, what? You don't
Yeah, so
want to
no-
have an STD. Like,
So yeah, but most men will try to talk you out of it. So
Yeah.
the girls have to
They
be
will.
really insistent on that. Does it change the pleasure for you guys whether a man has it on or not?
kind of.
Does it?
Not really. I mean, it really just depends. I think it only really changes the pleasure if like they're having a hard time like being fully hard with a
Mhm.
condom on. But like,
yeah, I agree.
otherwise, like, I don't think it's really.
So
I think it's more of a sacrifice for the guy than the girl.
Yeah.
We get the same pleasure.
So what I find interesting is that all the girls who insist that you wear it and will not have sex with you without you wearing it, but they'll give you a blowjob.
I know.
Right?
It is true.
They'll let you stick it in their mouth.
Maybe they're gargling right afterward.
No, they're,
I've only had one instance where she made me put on a condom to give me a blowjob. And I was like, what? And she's like, trust me, it'll be worth it. And she was really good. Like, she knew how to do it. But otherwise, I can't imagine that it would be that good. So,
that's crazy.
yeah. but I get it.
If you are non-monogamous, you do need to be careful for sure.
All right, one more from Christian. I've been sugar dating for almost 10 years now. I had an SG when I lived in Europe who was, I don't know what that stands for. Maybe an SG.
Sugar girl?
Sugar girl, yeah.
I don't know.
When I lived in Europe, who was so grateful for my support that she treated me like a prince and would have happily had my child. I'm in a sugar arrangement now. My most recent one was a lesson in emotional connection gone too deep with a woman who just couldn't appreciate what I brought. I had a woman bring a gun to our date.
What?
I brought a gun to our first date. Did you know that?
You did?
I travel. I was traveling
you
from
were
out of
traveling?
town, and I always travel with my pistol.
Interesting. He says, I've
I
dated...
always travel with my AK-47. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I hide it in between my cleavage, and
Yeah,
no one
there you
seems
go.
to find it there.
He says, I've dated as young as 22 and as old as 36. I've dated American, Canadian, Polish, Spanish, and Italian.
Oh, wow. 36 is so old.
They all brought something to the table. A potential recent sugar girl turned me on to your podcast. Maybe I can tell you why it didn't work and she can listen to it on your show. Happy to share stories.
Assuming she's a listener.
Yeah. Anyway,
funny.
have you bought a gun yet, Kimmy?
No, I've been wanting to buy guns for so long now. I just need to do it.
Yeah.
I'm always like, I'm going to buy it. And then I go through these phases where I like spend a ton of money. Like, for example, moving and all that was expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So
Actually, you know what? I have one more. I forgot about this one. I got it yesterday. This was I sent it to you guys. It says, I just want to say thank you. Dear Marcus and team, your podcast has been so encouraging and helpful to a sugar baby who is a cross-dresser, transgender sugar baby, as if I couldn't be any more niche. You, Angie, Amy, and everyone involved, including your guest, have been invaluable to someone as a niche as me. The one episode where you had a trans sugar baby was so awesome. I love everything you and your team are doing with the show. Keep rocking, always Joey.
That's right. I remember you did send that to us.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I actually reached out. I haven't been on Seeking a lot lately either because I've been dating somebody off of the site, and we seem to be doing more and more together, so I just haven't had a need to venture out. But there was this girl on on Seeking that I saw, and she looked amazing, and she had a picture of her with a guy, and I thought, oh, maybe this is like a couple. She's transgender. Yeah.
Oh.
And she was beautiful. So I did ask her if she would be interested on coming on the show. So we'll see. If you're transgender, straight, if you're in a interesting situation, we'd love to hear your side of the story.
I still
that's
want
for sure.
to find a couple
Yeah, a couple or a couple and a
that
married.
are doing sugar dating together,
Mm-hmm.
because I see it on the site, and I've actually invited a couple of them, and it's usually the woman who puts the kibosh on that. She's
Really?
like, no, the guy's all about it. He would love to tell about their
Yeah.
adventures, but usually the woman's like, no, we're not going public. Even though I tell them there's complete anonymity, and we all use fake names except for Dr. Charles and
I can't believe he's
Dr. Sex Fairy.
Amazing. I love Dr. Charles.
same.
He's going to love this shout out for sure.
You know, I really do love him. So, yeah.
We can't wait to hang out with him in San Diego.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're excited.
He says he's back in the game.
Yeah, he's back in the game.
So he broke up with his ex,
Mhm.
sugar or baby.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Oh, wow.
Or scaled it back. 'Cause
Well, I hope so, because he was
Didn't-
telling us it was.
Didn't he send you the message that said he's back at it or something? Or maybe
Yeah.
he sent it
No,
to me.
he sent it to me. He said he's back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't mean that. I didn't know if that meant he broke it off with her entirely, or he just decided not to be focusing on just her. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll find out, and we'll fill you in.
Yeah. So Kimmy, I know you've been kind of doing your own thing for a while but you still, are these guys still messaging you a lot?
Yeah, I got a message this morning from 20 million.
Oh, you
And-
have?
Yeah. So he was in Dubai for a month, and he wants to see me again, and I am not gonna. Like, I told him what I wanted was a mentorship, and that's not what it was at all. It was like way more just like, you know, just not it for me. I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna tell him, hey, can we go out to dinner instead? And then because I do really find him attractive, and so like I would be fine to like see him again, like, you know, go on a date with him. I really do want to, like, I don't know. I want something more from it. And so if we can't like agree on something that's more mutually beneficial, then I don't want to do it, because right now I'm just at a place where I'm working on myself, and, you know, I didn't tell you, but I'm starting business. Well, I'm starting a few business. I'm always thinking about like what's next. And so I just need, I need something that's going to help me with that. Like, I don't need an extra $1,000. Like, whenever, you know, I can just go on TikTok live and like, or make a stupid TikTok dance and like easily make that. Like, it's not, you know, anything like difficult for me to do. So why would I exchange myself in that matter for such a, you know, it doesn't make sense to me anymore.
Right.
I need something like a mentorship, that like something I can't get from, you know, TikTok. Right.
So how are your TikTok accounts doing? You've got like 3 of them now, don't you?
Yeah, I do. One, I got
They're
a new
pretty funny.
Yeah.
If I can find them, they just change all the time, it seems like.
Well, I mean, it's so easy to find me. I feel like you just literally can look up Persian Smoochie or like Kiki Day or something on TikTok, and like it'll just pop up. Like, it's, even if I change my username, like TikTok somehow knows that like my old usernames will like bring my old usernames. If you search them up, it'll bring you to my new accounts on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it does? How are they linked?
I have no idea. But
I think they're just
way,
tagged or something.
Yeah, like someone will like tag or like write. So yeah. But
I'm not that social media savvy. I don't know how all that world works.
But I'm really just dancing on TikTok now. Like, I'm just doing dances. Like, most of the time I'm not wearing makeup. I don't really try. It's just for fun. And a lot of the dances are really fun and like just get me in a good mood. And like, I'm not very good at it. I think that the comments really make me laugh.
You know what impressed me the most? The one you sent where you just dropped into the splits. Oh, she can do the splits.
Hey, did you post that, or was that just for us?
So I did post something similar. I can drop into the splits. I didn't know I could until I just.
I was surprised too.
I actually first time I tried it was for the video, because I was like, I don't know if I can do this again.
Did you stretch before?
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
You didn't rip anything?
Oh yeah, I'm all broken down there.
You're just flexible.
I
Naturally flexible. Are you double jointed?
I re-popped my cherry.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Now, do you actually make any money off TikTok?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
It's just small change.
Yeah, it's but either way, I mean, it all kind of just links together. Also, speaking of that, I've been getting brand deals.
Oh yeah.
So that's been awesome. I mean,
random shit shows up to my house, so like perfume, door alarms,
makeup,
skincare
products.
What was there? Something else.
I always send it to Marcus's house, because I'm like, yeah, I don't want nobody to have my address.
So I get these like cool packages. I think I get something. I'm like, Kiki Day. This is not to me.
Yeah. So I have to make I still have to do the perfume one, but I did the alarm one last night and posted it. And let me check on how it's doing.
So I got this package in the mail, and it was 20 vials of different flavored perfume, or fragrances, right? So Kimmy and I are trying to debate on which ones we like best for her TikTok. And by God, we dropped one. The glass broke. My office.
It was the one that smelled like my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, she's like, this smells like my ex-boyfriend. I drop it. Now my whole office smell like her ex-boyfriend for a week now. So
I mean, I think he smelled really good. That was one of my favorite things about him. So
yeah, it's not bad, but my office definitely has a nice fragrance in it now.
I'm sure.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. I know social media and influencers can rock it up there. You know, Mr. Beast. I saw this thing on a reel today where he walked into a Walmart, or no, it was one of his guys. One of his guys walked into a Walmart. Did you see that?
I don't know who Mr. Beast is.
Well, he's like the number one YouTuber. I think they said his channel now is worth $1 billion.
What is his gimmick?
He just gives stuff away.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Well,
We gotta
like-
start doing that.
Literally
So,
just
like
give stuff
Santa
away.
Claus.
So speaking of that, I want to start my own like interviews and stuff like on my TikTok, and I think it would just be so fun. Like be like $20, but you have to go like pants the security guard in front of
That would be funny.
the club.
Okay, what were you saying about Mr.
Well,
Beast?
so he walks in so he had a guy. So he was outside with a brand new car, brand new with the keys. It was bow wrapped. So his guy goes into Walmart and starts walking up to random people and they go, "Hey, do you follow Mr. Beast on TikTok?" And they're like, one guy goes, "Yeah, I do." And he goes, "Okay, show me." And then he goes, "Nah, I guess I don't." He's like, "All right, sorry." He goes, "You're gonna wish you did." Anyway, so he walks into all these people, and these people are like, "No, I don't. No, I don't." Finally, he walked up to this lady. Actually, he walked up to her son first, and he's like, "No, I don't." Asked her mom, "Do you follow Mr. Beast?" And she goes, "Actually, I do." And he goes, "All right, show me." And she did. He goes, "Oh, it's been verified. All right, we're going to put a blindfold on you. Come with me." So they drag her out of Walmart, and she's like, "What is going on?" Take her blindfold off, and he's standing there with the keys to a brand new car. And she's like,
I'm going to follow Mr. Beast right now.
yeah, she's like, "What's the gimmick?" And he goes, "The gimmick is you get this car for free. You follow me on TikTok, you get this car for free."
Crazy, right?
Yeah. And so, you know how many people just followed Mr. Beast?
Where does he live?
I don't know where he lives. Probably California or somewhere. I
Yeah,
don't know.
usually those guys usually live in Cali
Yeah.
or Miami.
Yeah. So maybe we should start giving away stuff to get people to follow our podcast. How cool would that be?
I mean, that'd be cool.
I'm going to have to wear a wrestling mask.
The problem is
I don't want to be recognized.
The problem is I don't make any money from this.
Yeah, we got to figure that out.
Yeah, we got to figure that out. But if I do, that would be really a lot of fun just to give
Totally.
stuff away. I love giving things away. And the more you give, the more you get, right?
Yeah,
It's just a nice little circle.
true that.
True that. All right. Well, we got to wrap this up.
We gotta wrap up that sausage.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. Anything else from you, Lily?
I don't think so.
All right. So you're traveling next weekend. You're going to San Diego. So I guess we'll get a report on how that trip
Is it
goes.
next weekend?
Yeah.
It's soon.
Man, so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. This will be my first time traveling with my new boyfriend and the dogs. Flying private should be
Yeah.
interesting.
And we have a very special guest coming into town next week. I'm not going to give her name because I can't remember it exactly. But actually, I'll let me pull it up.
Well, what
here.
if she wants an alias?
No, she's going to be in Arizona to do some coaching.
Oh, that's cool.
Hold on, let me grab it.
She had the same name as this thing right here.
Oh, her name is Kimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Kimmy, it's Kimberly Seltzer. So we're going to have her on our podcast next week, and definitely you guys are going to want to catch that. She has a podcast called the Charisma Quotient Podcast, building confidence, making connections, and finding love from the outside in. So it should be a lot of fun having her. So tune in next week. Also, we'd love to hear your crazy sugar dating stories and questions and comments on our website at secretsofasugardaddy.com. And follow us on Instagram so maybe we can give away stuff one day. Who knows? All right. Until next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like to connect or even be on the show, we'd love to hear from you at secretsofasugardaddy.com.